So tell us a little bit about the cause of diabetes and specifically how going on a proper nutritional program, which includes hemp, can help eliminate the symptoms of that disease.
So diabetes is really the body's inability to deal with sugar, and the organs, especially the pancreas that makes insulin, all these other hormones and things to help balance sugar levels, is out of balance. And so depending on where you're at with your deficiencies and your performance of your organs is where you're going to deal with sugar. So here's what happens. The liver is a very important organ. It has hundreds of different functions, and its main fuel source is protein and fats and enzymes especially. So if we're getting good protein, it starts to break down these proteins into the first hormones that start up our endocrine system. So supporting the pancreas to start making insulin to balance sugar levels. So as soon as you start getting good protein, you start to balance your sugar levels right away, and your cravings start to diminish because you're now your liver also makes glycogen, makes the first sugar to support your brain, because your brain uses about 70% of all the sugar that comes into your body. So if you're not getting a good source of protein, your brain starts to go off like a little siren, little apostat on the back of your brain starts saying, give me sugar now because we're going to go into anaphylactic shock. We're going to go pass out. So go get us some sugar right now. And everybody feels like that about 2 or 3 o'clock every afternoon because they're protein deficient. So I'll tell you a quick story of how fast this could turn around for you once you start getting good protein like hemp seed foods. I met a guy about 7 years ago. His name was Andreas, and he was a pastry chef. And this guy wanted to lose weight. And I said, well, just start replacing some meals with hemp shakes. Just eat as many as you want, doesn't matter, it's just food. But get some good protein. And I explained the same thing about what happens with the liver. And he was kind of, said it was hard to believe. And I said, listen, worst can happen is I'll give you your money back, go try it. So anyway, he called me back about 12 days later, and this guy had lost 17 pounds just by having a couple shakes a day and still eating his other regular meals. And then he said, by the way, I'm sleeping better, I have more energy, and all these things were changing in his life. He said, by the way, I'm also off insulin. I said, what do you mean? He said, I didn't tell you, but I'm 7-year diabetic, 2 years on insulin. He says, my sugar levels went perfect after a couple days, and I've not gone back. So even though I probably would have maybe given a slightly different regimen, knowing that he was in that kind of shape, but it just goes to show how fast the body wants to heal when it's given the tools and starts to balance. And it is a rampant issue here in North America because we have issues with protein deficiency. Even though we're eating lots of protein, we're not getting access to the benefits of it because it's been processed and damaged. Hemp seeds, again, being a very efficient fuel source, give us great access to protein.